Hello, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and today I'm going to do a reading for you. But first, we're going to do a really quick update because we need one. Alright, so first of all, hi, I missed you guys. It's weird only doing one video a month, but it's been great too. Like, I don't know how to explain it besides the fact that I've been very, normally when I would do more than one reading for a month, be really stressed and really tired. But it's just, I wanted to do so well, at YouTube. It turns out I'm just going to be mediocre at it, which I'm okay with. I'm not really doing it for I originally started because I really wanted to get the messages out there, and I still want to get my messages out there. So at least I'm doing that, and then for a little bit I was like, oh, I can make money at YouTube. No, I can't. It's alright. I'm good with it. Anyway, so because of that, I was like, well, I need to do something with my talents because I want to make money off my talents, because I have a lot of talents, and I've always wanted to make money off my talents. I think it's amazing. I think it's lovely that people can do that, well, turns out I'm still a pansy. I'm still working on my fear of not being afraid of telling people how their life is going to turn out. I know it's so dorky, but some people got some shit going on. Some people, put themselves in situations that, from my standpoint, I can't imagine putting myself in ever again, or even trying to put myself in that kind of a situation. But, the world works in mysterious ways, so. And my job is just to help them through it, to talk them through it, to help them see what they're not seeing about the situation. It's just some people are so blind, and it doesn't matter how many times you try to use different words to explain things to people, they just don't see. So we can't help everybody. That was a hard lesson for me. A very hard lesson for me. One that shouldn't have been that hard for me. I mean, everything I went through with my father, you would think that I would know this. I just can't help it. It's my nature to want to help everybody around me. Anyway, so, what was it else? Okay, so, because I wanted to figure out what to do with, I wanted to try to make money off my talents, so I decided to make a Patreon, which I have been working on making for a year. Okay, it's just, I have a lot of hobbies, a lot of crafts that I do. And for some reason I thought, that I could get all of that on Patreon. No, it doesn't work like that. So I'm still configuring that. You guys will be one of the first ones to know as soon as I make it, as soon as I finish it. Because there will be an offer on one of the tiers for just tarot. And there will be 18 pluses on there, and because I won't have to watch my language as much. Not that I really do on this one, to be honest with you, but that one you can be I don't have to be so weird about my cards, the camera facing up or whatever, so you can't see the cards, but I don't know. I also, one of the tiers is also going to include crafts, and then the third tier is going to be all of it, but there will be specialties with it. I'll offer personal readings. That's one thing that's been taking me so long, is getting over my fear of doing the personal readings so that I can offer it to you guys, one member for free, for one a month, a drawing or something like that. And I got these really awesome things, so I can start doing these kinds of things. I don't know. But like I said, I'm still figuring it out. So I will get to you guys on when that happens. It has been very nice only doing one reading a month, only having to it's not, I want to say so much as stress. It's knowing that I need to do a reading, but getting into that. Because this is for me, it's a mood. I have to be in a mood for it, because no offense, but I don't like sharing my party face with everybody, okay? It's just how I like to be home. I don't really like to be noticed. I like to be, most of the time I like to go with the crowd. Because I don't want any attention drawn to myself, which is crazy for an Aquarius, right? Like, totally crazy. But, I have reasons for that. Anyway, so now we're going to write down this time so that people can know to get back into the reading. Okay, let me finish a cigarette really quick, actually. So how have you guys been? I'm pretty good, actually. I was a little worried this week I wouldn't get a lot done, but I did. Got a decent amount done in my home. And in my personal life. I'm in the spring cleaning kind of mood, so I've been cleaning a lot. Found a smell in my kitchen, driving me bonkers, can't fucking find it. I'm going to find it, though. It's not the one smell that is still there from when I first moved into the house, but that one I will find, too. I'm pretty determined, but I'm really good at finding this stuff, too. Mainly because I don't fucking give up when it comes to these kinds of things. Because it's your home. It's supposed to be comfortable. I don't want no weird smells in my home. Even though some things can't be helped. Like teenage boys, like, I just don't understand it. Like, they just smell. It don't matter how many times they shower. They just smell. So if you don't know, my nephew recently moved in with me. Not recently. It's been about a year now. And he's 16, and he be smelly. Again, he does take showers, mainly when we tell him to. I don't understand that. Why is it so hard for boys to go in the shower? Don't you feel icky after? Doesn't your hair get greasy? Like, I just don't get it. Like, don't you want to feel clean? Doesn't your body feel grimy after a while? Like, can't you smell yourself? I can smell myself after a while. Like, if I need to clean, I smell myself. So, like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand teenage boys. And it kind of sucks because, like, I don't have a lot of male friends like I used to. Guys are weird. And, it's not having anybody for him to look up to, which kind of sucks. And, like, no offense to my mom's boyfriend. He's pretty cool and all, but, like, he got some things that I won't William picking up. Like his half-assness. Can't stand that. I don't understand that. Like, when you're doing something, you gotta put 110%. If you don't put 110%, then you're gonna have to fucking do it later. Why not get it done right the first time? I don't know. Otherwise, everything's been pretty awesome. Like, I'm loving life. Like, I am so fucking blessed, and I'm so thankful for it every day. And I'm trying to remind myself to continue to be grateful for it, because I know how quickly things can be taken away. So, yeah. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright, let's write this down so we can get started. Alright, so let's get started on this reading. In this reading, I did Where Should Your Focus Be? Obviously by the title. But I wanted to, kind of wanted to elaborate with my cards, like with different kinds of cards. I didn't feel a burp coming out, sorry. Whew. So, using divine purpose and a mixture of cards, like this mixture is, oh, that was weird. I think my fan is dying. That's depressing. What was it? Okay, it is Oracle of Shadows and Light, and Oracle of Shapeshifters. Now, I put these mixtures of cards together because I'm pretty sure it's done by the same artist. And they look a lot alike, so I figured they would go well together. But anyways, with those two decks, I use like I was asking what you should be doing, where your focus should be at. And then I used some animal spirit to see like what you could embody, like what could help you, like what you can embody to help you focus, like to keep your focus on what it is that you should be focusing on. I just saw 1010 for those that are curious. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull from the charms. Hopefully, only get one charm. That's what I'm going for, to see like what their overall energy is around this whole situation, like your focus and so forth. But yeah, so let's get it started. Now I did use charms again. I am going to insert more of the picking from cards like you guys like. I just I have a lot to do today, so I went with what's easiest for me. And when I'm picking for the cards, I always have a hard time figuring out which ones I should do. Even though realistically, I know I should just be doing it from the cards that's in the reading. But like, that's not how I think. Anyway, into the reading. So, for my pile 1, we have Please Be Patient With Me. I'm from the 1900s. For each pile, the timestamp will be in the description box below. Go ahead and pause it on the charms if you need to look at them for a little bit longer. It says, F off and die. For my pile 2. And for my pile 3, we have Peace Candy. It's not really Peace Candy. For those that, are loving candy, it's not actually candy, it's a pin. But still, I thought it was cute. Anyway, so we got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pick your piles. Timestamps are in the description box below. And I will meet you at your pile. Bye! Okay, my pile 1. If you chose Please Be Patient With Me, I'm from the 1900s. This is for you. There is a message in this pin for you. It's please be patient, especially with a particular person. I feel like, honestly, it feels like you're focused on somebody, to be honest with you. Like, you're really missing somebody. And you have recently gone through a powerful energy shift. Like, something has really changed in you. Like, I feel like recently with this whole, I don't know, there's something that has recently changed something for you. A lot of blockages have been removed, and you're really starting to see things for what they really are. Especially when it comes to a certain person. Like, I feel like if the energy has shifted when it comes to this person as well. And it's in the sense that, for some of you, I feel like you're letting something go. Like, maybe a certain situation that you had in mind when it came to a person, or, like, waiting for somebody. Like, if you're waiting for somebody, or, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I really feels like waiting for somebody and letting that go. Like, you miss this person, you wish things were different with this person, but it's not different, so, like, letting it go. There's also an energy of feel like bored, honestly, like really bored, stuck in a situation, like stuck in, I feel like you felt so stuck in that situation and missing this person, I don't feel like this person's in your life anymore. I don't feel like they've been in your life for a while. I do feel like it was a very deep connection, or it felt like it was a very deep connection with this person. But I do feel like you waiting around, if like it kept you stuck in this situation. I also feel like it left you also like not only did it leave you stuck, it left you in like a box. Like you couldn't see your own potential, you couldn't see how amazing you are because you just kept yourself in this box. You kept like, well, this is what I'm supposed to be, you know, this I'm supposed to wait for this person, and then it's like you finally let go of that. Because, like, why the fuck are you going to wait for somebody? You are amazing. Like, you're amazing. Don't put yourself in a little tiny box waiting on somebody. That's not fair to you at all. Like, there are other people that are amazing that could be experiencing you, that you could also be experiencing. Like, don't keep yourself in a certain situation because you feel like that's where you should be at. If you don't feel it deep within your heart, it doesn't feel like it's the right thing, then you need to leave that situation. And I feel like you have. I feel like you were like, well, I shouldn't be waiting around for this person. I'm bored as it is. I'm just sitting here waiting, you know? So, like, I'm done doing that, you know? And I feel like you stepping out of this, like, you letting go of this situation and just like stepping into your power, that actually brings in it brings in a blessing for you, something that you may not see right away, and actually maybe in the form of a treat, which is interesting because I do feel like there is some kind of a connection between this pile and the third pile. So you may have felt drawn to both, so watch both. You might have something for both. Yeah, it's again like I do feel like you were holding on way too strongly, way too tightly to something that wasn't for you to be holding on to. But like I said, you know, even though you were holding on to something, even though it was keeping you stuck inside, you have experienced this energy shift that's taking you out of that situation and bringing you into one that works better for you. It brings you into a safe place for you to go and to feel more at home. And I love that there's a raccoon on this because it actually brings me to embodiment, like what you could embody to help you focus and stay focused. We actually have raccoon that came out for you. That's what I thought was interesting because brother raccoon, that's what the name of that card was. So we also have raccoon here for you. Inventor. Decide on what you really want. Holy shit, I fucking said that. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. I do feel like you have a lot of roles. You got a lot going on in your life. I do feel like there are a couple people in your life that you're very close to. It could be family, it could be friends, but I do feel like you guys are being guided to go towards something or to do something, like all three of you. And I do feel like you guys are going to head that way. I also feel like there is a lot of blessings coming in for the three of you. And I feel like you really need, and like that's why you need to decide on what it is that you really want, because these blessings that are coming in for you are blessings, they're manifestations that you've been building up in your life, and I feel like they're finally coming towards you. So you need to decide what's right for you and what's not right for you. And you have every right to claim these, you know, things. I also feel like these blessings, you have there's something that's special about you that will help you to claim these blessings, like something nobody else has. I do feel like you do have gifts that can help you be a bit of a trickster. But I don't feel like you use them for those reasons. Like, I do feel like maybe in the past you did. Like, we all have a past. And I do feel like you, at one point, you did use it to your advantage. You used your gifts to your advantage in a lot of ways that you probably shouldn't have. But I feel like you've also learned from that. I do feel like you're practicing integrity more in your everyday life and with the way that you treat people than you did in your past. I feel like that's made a huge difference on the way that you look at yourself. You do have a lot of things going on in your life currently. And I feel like it's keeping you busy. You're busy for a reason, though. You're supposed to be busy so that you can get not only a lot done, but so that you can go further in your life than you realize at the moment. Like, I feel like you aren't seeing everything that you need to. Like, there is something that you really should be doing, something that I feel like you could have thought about it. Like, okay, so this doesn't sound crazy, but like, think about when you were a kid, right? When you were younger, and you're like asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? Okay, and it could have been something so completely different than what you're currently doing, or something that you even want to do now. But I want you to think about it for a minute, okay? What was it that you wanted to be when you were a younger kid, when you were really little, like 5, 6 years old? What did you want to be? Even when you became like 8 or 10 years old, what did you want to be? Because that around that time we're still innocent, but we're still also still very true to who we are. Okay, we're still so close to remembering more than what we remember until we get older, or until we open our minds to why we should be here. So I feel like that was like whatever it was that you wanted to be is where you should be at now, or what you should be getting towards right now, like going towards right now. Okay, so like for example, say it's like you wanted to be a teacher, right? You wanted to teach kids, or like you just wanted to teach others about things that they had a hard time understanding. Like, I feel like it was like a different way of doing things, but it was the main idea, the primary job was like a teacher, right? Later in life, I feel like you wanted to branch off of that. Like, I'm hearing like a peer teacher, or like that's what we call them in my old state, but it's actually called like a, what do they call them out here? A special ed teacher. I don't know what they call them out here. They're called peer teachers back home. So I don't know. But yeah, like just like a special needs. There we go. I like that one. A special needs teacher. But I feel like somewhere along the ways you got lost on that idea and going forward with that. Like, I do feel like life happened, and I feel like it brought you down quite a bit, and you lost focus of where you wanted to go. I do feel like I do feel like you're seeing the blessings that are coming in for you, especially after you've gone through this energy shift, after you've let go of this person. I do feel like you start to count your blessings a lot more, because you're seeing those blessings manifest. Like, you're seeing the things that you had once upon a time thought, hey, this would be a great idea. This is something that I really want, and I feel like a lot of those changes that you've been making has brought these blessings in for you at this moment for a reason. Yeah, I love how this came out. It says, your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. So I do feel like there was something that you were really focused on as a child that you have manifested into your life later. Like, and I feel like this is the time that's coming for you. We do have a lot of karma coming in right now, like good or bad. Karma is what you put out there. So like, what you put out, you get back. So I do feel like there is something though, like that something you had manifested for a long time as a child that you are about to get into your life very soon. And it may surprise you, and it may surprise you because you may, find that you still want to do this. You still are interested in this. Do you feel like one of your gifts is that you are clairvoyance? You see things clearly, even though I don't feel like you wanted to see things clearly for a while when it came again to that certain situation. But I feel like your gifts are like, it's like they're like refusing to be like stomped down. They're like, oh no, this is going to happen. You're going to see things for what they really are. You don't really have a choice in that matter anymore. It's interesting because the card before it says transition to the spirit realm, right? Which is like, to me, it's like, it can mean like death. It could mean talking to those that have passed on. But I feel like in this situation, I feel like it's talking about like a rebirth, like letting some, like, yeah, a rebirth, really. Letting something go so that you can see things clearly. I also feel like for some of you, you could have a gift for seeing those that have passed on. Like you can see their souls. I do feel like it may it may scare some of you mainly. Like I feel like it scared the crap out of you when you first like figured out this is what you could do. But like I feel like you're getting to the point where you're getting used to it. And again, I am seeing two others that are around you, you know, like two others that are right around you, and you have somebody that's in the background that's making sure that you're safe. Like you are very protected, you know, especially with this gift, even if you don't feel like you necessarily are. There are a lot of people looking out for you. Looking at divine purpose for where your focus should be at. What you should be doing. We have author, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So if you've been feeling like you really want to write something, go for it. There's like a reason why you're feeling this need to do it. So like, jump into it. And then we have school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school, which is interesting that I said teaching, because it says teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So you might want to go to school to actually be a teacher. It says let go, walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So I do feel like, again, you had to walk away from that that certain situation. Like it could have been like alright, so like just say for an example, it could have been with like a lover, and like, you guys could have had a child, and it's like you and your child just go a different path than that like lover, because that situation just it couldn't work out, so you're just walking away from it in order to resolve it. But again, I do feel like you walking away from this has has a huge impact on your life in a great way. We also have creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively, especially after this whole situation. When your soul wants to creating is a way for healing. You know, for healing things on the inside that you can't quite express, right? So, like, I feel like when you create something and other people are drawn to it, it's because they felt the same way. You know, it makes them feel a certain way, but, like, you putting down how you're feeling is helping you heal, right, in a way that is very unique to you and will be very helpful to others without you realizing it. We also have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Now this was on the back of the deck, so like you could cook quite a bit, or you could have been a cook, or you are a cook. Like I do feel like, or a chef, like I feel like you have a lot of experience with foods. Maybe especially nutrition, like helping people like stay at a certain weight or like being healthier. But I do feel like you could work with foods, and it's like you're actually, you know, like for some of you, you're actually going to take a step back from this and actually go towards being a teacher, like taking courses on being a teacher. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're going to take this and you're going to be a teacher for cooking for others, you know, like a teacher chef, a chef teacher, I'm not sure. But you take it as it resonates. Your last card, the last thing you should embody in order to help you focus is you got Raven, Shaman. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. And it's interesting that you have another card that talks about using your gifts for good. I don't know. It's never really been a question for me, really. Mainly because when I was younger, I didn't use my gifts for all kinds of good. And later, some things kind of manifested in a way that, like, you need to be careful with your gifts sometimes. Like, they could be turned against you without you realizing it. And I know that sounds crazy, but, like, just be careful. Like, know your boundaries and stick with your boundaries. Like, don't hold grudges. I feel like holding grudges, it really, like, has an impact on the things that you can do without realizing that you can do it. Like, you're a very powerful person. Like, I don't even think you realize how powerful you are until these manifestations slash blessings come in for you. You're not going to realize how I don't feel like you realize how powerful you are until these things start coming in for you. Then you're really going to start to see that you are the creator and that you're a magician, that you made this happen, you know? But I do feel like something from these blessings is going to help you grow wiser in a way that you weren't expecting. There's something about it that's going to help you be wiser, especially about your words. Because words have a lot of power. And depending on how you yield your words, you can change shit. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. It's so interesting that it says the void, because in my mind, there's a void that you didn't really want to go to. But, like, in that void, there are things that you can't explain. It also makes me think of, for some reason, I'm thinking of Harry Potter and the Veil. I can't remember what it was called. But, like, it's like this big rune arch. And break my heart. Sirius Black fell through it and, you know, died. But it kind of reminds me of that. Because he does, in a way, go into a void. Because, like, even though he did die, his like body transformed, like it just disappeared, and it was his soul that was like put into that void, like that was just taken away. All right, now let us grab a charm to see what your overall energy is. Few terms taken out. Sorry. I am no damsel in distress. I am a dragon in a dress. I feel like you are your own savior and you are stepping into this power. You know, you're not letting things hold you down. I also feel like you might be very drawn to dragons. There might be something that's very powerful about dragons for you. I do feel like you could start seeing a lot more dragons in your life. Just because, like, I don't know, like, there's just something that's very transformative about them for you. I'm also hearing, like, dragons in the sky. Like, that might be a part of your gift. Like, you know, there are things that not everyone can see, that are all around us all the time. All the time. Like, it's, you know, you just gotta open up your fucking eyes. But I guess technically opening up your third eye. Anyway, I do feel like you see these things. You see the dragons in the skies. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Class of 2010. So you may have graduated in 2010, but I really feel like something happened in 2010. Like some kind of a big thing for you happened, and it's really propelled you on your life. I also do see you graduating from a class. Like I do see you teaching or going, like I feel like you're going to school to teach, you know, so that you can, like, you're going to school so you can learn how to teach, so you can learn to be a teacher, and then you get, like, these, like, I'm here seeing certificates being handed to you for you to help you go forward in what it is that you want to do. Again, we also have 3, so 3 must be very prominent for you. It must be a very prominent number, because I mean, also, you got 3 people, like 3 raccoons right here, 3 pine cones up here. Like, I'm just saying, 3 is a number for you. And last but not least, I mean, again, it's, you know, and it's interesting that I said that arch, right? This is how awesome some of our gifts really are. It's an arch. To me, this is a change. This is a rebirth. Like, I feel like you're going through a rebirth. You are changing everything in your life. I feel like you're taking my advice seriously. You're actually thinking, hey, what is it that I really wanted to do when I was younger? What is it that I felt like was right for me? And then, like, you go for it. Because I feel like it's still something you really want to do. And this helps you transform into what you were always supposed to be. But I feel like life has gotten in the way, missing someone, being on hold for somebody, it kept you stuck for so long, and now it's actually bringing you to a place, it's propelling you to a place where you can be the best version of yourself. So, yeah, that's what I've got for you, my pile one. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, especially if you like my vibe. Oh my god, it sounds such a dark. Anyways, I'm going to go into my pile 2, so maybe we meet again. Bye! That's funny. Alright, if you chose Fuck Off and Die, this is your pile, my pile 2. Alright, so I kind of just like jumped in and like was like looking at it, trying to figure out, where this is going to go. I feel like you kind of have the same problem as pile 2 in a way, because they were stuck and they stepped out of being stuck. They were literally changed completely from something. I feel like in this scenario, you've been thinking about the past quite a bit. There's like a memory, like maybe a particular memory or a couple memories that have been really sticking with you lately. And I feel like you've been really focused on it. And I feel like the reason why you've been so focused on it is because, like, you're trying to find a clear solution for it. Like, how to make it last longer is that something I literally just kept hearing. It's like something that to make it last longer. We'll get back to that. But like I feel like you're finally coming to the conclusion that it's okay to be alone. I do feel like for a really long time it felt like you were looking for like your soul tribe. I feel like you do feel like you haven't met them yet. You don't feel like you're really a part. I feel like I feel like a black sheep, you know? You feel like a loner, a lone wolf. And I feel like there was a time in your life that you felt like you were a part of a pack, like a part of a friend group, like your soul tribe. But I do feel like something had happened. Something I don't think was great. Like some a botched egg, literally, that's what I keep looking at. Like somebody screwed you over, is what they did. I do feel like you had to burn some bridges when it came to this. Because, I do feel like, yeah. And it's interesting because I do see light in this background. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. It kind of reminds me of like burning bridges. Um, and I do feel like you did. You had to burn some bridges to help you move forward, to propel you forward. I also feel like you had somebody was helpful to you. Somebody helped you out. Whatever it is that somebody had screwed you over, there was like a blessing in disguise when this happened to you. 'Cause, like I do feel like you're this like particular thing, this thing that you keep thinking about. You keep thinking about because you want a clear solution when it comes to it. It has left you alone, and you are currently healing from this. Your angels want you to know that you've been working too hard on this. You've been spending way too much time focusing on this particular situation, this particular time you got screwed over. It's time to let go of that. It's time for you to clear that space so that you can let other things, you could have like, so that your blessings can come in, so that you can go and do what it is that you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be focusing on. I feel like you focus so hard on this time that somebody has screwed, that people screwed you over. Like I feel like somebody gave you something and it really changed your life for like not for the best. Do you feel like it's kind of made you a bit bitter in your life? But I do feel like you're taking steps to let this go. You have been working on healing from this for a while now, like because it's something that you really do need to like, heal from in order to move on. And I feel like that's why you've been like so focused on it. Again, you're trying to find a clear solution, trying not to let it hold you back. And it's just interesting because, like, when I first saw this, I was, like, thinking, okay, well, it kind of seems like this person's kind of going for, like, revenge in a way. Because you also have the three fates of what comes around goes around, which kind of, like, the way that it's phrased on here, it always makes me think that somebody is going to try to make karma come around on their own. But then it also, I'm not so sure, like... Because I also feel like you're actually taking a look at these things in your life. Like, what's good for you, what's not good for you, what's holding you back. And I feel like you constantly thinking about this particular thing has, it's something that may hold you back. So it's like you are trying to move forward. I do feel like there are some... Like... those things that thing that had happened to you, I feel like it's, there are like, maybe there was like two particular people that like had, that were the ones that had screwed you over. And it's like these people kind of haunt you in a way, like there's just like a ghost of them. Like there's always just something that reminds you of them or this situation. And because you keep letting it, I don't think you're necessarily... It's just certain things trigger you, right? And I feel like that's what's happening. It's like you're being triggered by certain people that remind you of these, people from your past, or there are like something around you that is triggering you to constantly think about this situation. Now, I do believe we have to think about these things and we have to feel it to heal it. But I also do think that when you keep thinking about a particular situation, it's just going to fester. Like, the wound's not going to heal, it's just going to keep festering. Okay, you're supposed to take steps to help heal it, not to help, like, pick at it. We don't want to pick at the wound, it's just going to get worse. So there are things that we can do to help heal it. So, what is something that makes you feel like you're releasing something, like you're releasing negativity, you're releasing the things in your life around you? Like, what is it that you have found that works for you? And I feel like you need to do a lot more of that in your life, because I feel like it helps you heal, especially this thing, because that is the ointment that you put on the wound. What it is that you find soothing and healing is what is going, or like soothing, and it helps you release. Release what's pent up with inside of you. Okay, you need to find that release, and it'll help you. Um, it'll help you create this new life that you need, and that's going to happen for you. When you let these things, like these triggers are distracting you. In order to heal them so that they don't distract you, you need to do things that help you release the pain that you feel from this. That does not mean go out and punch somebody in the fucking face because they deserve it, okay? I mean, like, if you like to paint, paint. If you like to draw, draw. If you like to write, write. If you like to go on walks and see new places, do that. Like, do what it is that makes you feel good, in a sense that's not going to hurt other people. I feel like once you do this, it'll help you put your view back into focus. Because, like, I feel like right now you have a distorted view. You're looking at things in like in a way you shouldn't be looking at it. And I feel like it's because you're bitter at the moment. You had some shit happen to you. You had people screw you over, and it was fucked up. I get it wholeheartedly. Like, I don't personally know what happened. What I can tell from the cards, they're fucking pricks, dude. They're like little shits. But at the same time, like, don't let what somebody's done to you turn you into something that you're not. Yes, we change, but we don't have to change for the worst. We can change for the best. I feel like it's time for you to be brave. It's time for you to do what's right for you. It's time for you to pick up the sword and be your own savior. Yeah, the time has come. The time is now to act. The time is now for you to step into your power, to be who it is that you were meant to be. It's time for you to let go of what's been holding you back for so long, because it holding you back, it's just keeping you in pause. It's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you bitter, and you being this bitter person is not a part of who you're supposed to be. Let go of these people that have, like, really screwed you over, because guess what? Whether you believe it or not, karma is coming around to this person. You want to know what the best karma is? Living your best life. Being happy. Because they're not going to be happy. These people that screwed you over like that, they did it because they did it from a part of themselves that they can't heal from. Prove them wrong by healing from it, and karma will come to them in a way that is unexpected and way better than what you could ever fucking do. It's just the reality of it. Alright, now I'm going to get into what you could possess, or what you can embody to, in order to make your dreams come true, in order to make this focus happen. We have Hawk, Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Right? Let yourself ascend to new heights. Let yourself do this. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of this pain that these people put into you. Because guess what? They're not a part of your life anymore. They don't have to be unless you allow them to be. And you really shouldn't allow them after what they fucking did to you. Like, people will take and take and take if you allow them to. But if you set boundaries with them, it will change your life. And I feel like that is something you need to do, is set boundaries with these people, and also inside your mind, so it helps you in the long run. You know, you need to focus on your priorities. Like, being stuck inside of a memory that has happened years ago is not going to help you move forward. Even if it wasn't years ago, even if it was like a few days ago, you know, like, just walk away from this situation. You know, just like let them know, hey, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. Peace. You know, do what's best for you. And don't try to come up with like a revenge plan, because I don't feel like the revenge plan is going to work for you. It may backfire on you, which is why I feel like it's coming up over and over again. I do feel like Spirit is most definitely sending you signs. I just feel like you are having a hard time seeing it. And I do feel like that's where a clear solution comes in as well. It's like, I feel like there is a clear solution for you. It's just, it's hard for you to see it because of like the pain that you're in at the moment. But I do feel like Spirit is sending you personal signs over and over again. It's just hard again for you to see it because of what you're going through at the moment. Spirit wants you to know you have a bright future. A very bright future, as soon as you allow yourself to, you know, like, and it's an amazing thing, really. It really is, because for the longest time, I battled depression, okay, and I still battle it, you know. It's not an easy thing to, you know, go through, but like, it took me years to figure out that being happy is a choice. It is not something, you know, like getting something. That's not what makes you happy. Being happy is a choice, like an actual choice that you make, you know? Like, why do you have to wait to have something in order to be happy? Why can't you just be happy? You know, like, you already have so much. Like, why do you need something in order to be happy? Like, you don't need something to be happy. You can just be so, you know? And I feel like that's something that you're trying, you know, you have to learn, is that you are the one that can allow yourself to be anywhere or anything you want to be. You are the one that is allowing or denying yourself. We have Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. You have many gifts, lots of gifts. You know, I feel like even though you feel like you lost your soul tribe, I don't feel like that's what happened. I feel like those people weren't ever a part of your soul tribe. I feel like they were manipulators. To be honest with you, I feel like your soul tribe is on their way to you. Two other people in the background, you know, and I feel like you may not see these people. I do feel like you feel like there is somebody out there that's, you know, waiting for you. You do have two people, you know, that are going to be a big part of your life in a good way. Not in this horrible way, but in a really great way. You know, they're going to feel right. They're going to feel like a family to you. With them by your side, you're going to feel like there is nothing you know, you can't do. But I also feel like you're going to start to realize that you also can do it. You know, you don't need somebody to be by yourself. You don't have to be with like a person, like, per se. I do feel like there is two people that you will meet in your life that is going to feel like it's a part, you know, like they are a part of your soul tribe. They feel so right. You guys have so much in common. You guys I don't think you guys look anything alike, actually. Like, you guys don't like have the same style or anything, but you have the same morals. And I feel like that's what is really going to hold you guys together and really help you all bond. I do think you're going to start to realize that, like, you have far more power than you realize. Yes, you know, you have all these gifts, that you have all these talents, but it's like you really start to see, like, actually see what you can do in a different way. Like, there's going to be something that happens and it's going to, like, help you realize, oh, hey, you know, like, I made that happen. Like, that was me. Like, I kind of brought that into my life. Like, I manifested that. I feel like patience is something that has been something you've been struggling with pretty much all of your life. And I feel like it's just when it comes to certain things. Like, I feel like you've been excited for a new life to change, for things to happen. I feel like you did get stuck for a long time on, like, again, on that situation. But, like, I also feel like you needed that time to be stuck on it so that you could heal from it. Like, you needed to go through those triggers over and over again in order to realize, like, hey, the only way I'm going to get better from this is by stepping away from, this situation, because it didn't do me any good. Like, sometimes we don't get closure. Sometimes it just is what it is. And then we have dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. See, like, swim in the happy joy of living. So I feel like you're going to really choose joy for yourself. Like, you're going to choose happiness for yourself. You're going to find your confidence once more. You're going to let go of this fear that's holding you back from your life. And I feel like you're really going to accept the things that have happened. And again, don't know if you can see them, but there are 3 dolphins. This is you. You've been struggling underneath the water for a while. You've been just kind of going with the flow. And then you have 2 others that are coming into your life. But you just have to keep propelling forward in order for them to come into your life. So that means you're going to have to step out of this being miserable over something and move forward. I'm not trying to down what you're going through. I can tell you're going through a lot, and I am so sorry for what you've gone through, okay? But sometimes we have to let things go. Okay, you have something so amazing coming into your life, and I know it's hard for you to see right now. Spirit knows how hard it is for you to see this right now. But, like, Spirit's making it clear to me that you have something that you've been waiting for, you've been dreaming for all of your life that's about to come into your life. But the only way for it to come into your life, the only way you're going to be able to see it is by letting go of that scenario. It's not helping you, okay? It's not helping you. So do something that is going to help you. Something that's going to change your life for the better. It's your choice. Ultimately, always up to you. Anyways, let's get into divine purpose. We have, what was at the back of the deck? Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Feel like you're a bookworm. You like to read quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of scenarios in your life that you can actually connect between books in your life. Oh, it wasn't this reading, but never mind. We have healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. I feel like you want to help everybody around you. You just can't help it. Like, if you see somebody that's hurting, you want to help them out. I also feel like you want to help people heal from what you've gone through. Or something similar to what you've gone through, just because, it's something that could not only really help others, but it could also really transform the world into a better place, especially when more people are healed, the better off we are. We have heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So I do feel like you are so much more protected than you realize you are. Not only that, but I feel like your guides are working overtime to make your dreams come true, because they actually see that you're putting forth the effort. They see that you've healed from this, thing that's really hurt you, and they see that what you really need, and they want to give it to you. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So I do feel like people make it sound so crazy, but talk out loud. Talk out loud about what it is that you need to. Pray if you need to, if that makes you feel better. However you need to speak it into actual words. Speak it out loud. Because I feel like your guides around you, they have no idea what the fuck's going on with you. They know what you want, even though you want to say it, but they also need you to say it. They need that power that comes from your words in order for the magic to happen. So talk to your angels. Don't be afraid. Infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. I do feel like as you let those things go and you really start to heal from this situation, you're really going to start to realize, how blessed you really are. There are so many blessings that are coming in for you, and you're already so blessed. But I feel like you're really going to start seeing these blessings as you continue to step into your life purpose. And we have body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Maybe your life purpose involves all of one of those things. Can't imagine touching somebody's body all day long. It's personally not something for me. But I do feel like you have something with energy healing, and maybe it could deal with something with touching the body or something, but I do feel like you have a gift for energy healing. I feel like it was just hard for you to heal yours because of the situation that you were in. But I feel like because of that situation, it's actually brought you full circle to where you're supposed to be at with helping heal other people's energy as well. But it did take you to heal yours first before you could actually go and heal others. Artists. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and to every other area of your life. So I feel like you really need to start becoming an artist again. I feel like that was never an issue for you. I feel like you've always been an artist. I just feel like it was like hard for you to express how you were feeling at the time because it was still so fresh to you. But I do feel like your soul is definitely calling you to be a lot more creative, to express yourself when it comes, to this, especially this scenario, this situation. Like your soul needs you to create. It's going to help you heal, and it's also going to help others connect to you on another level. I also feel like there's something that could be artistic that's happening in your career, in your work that you may not have thought possible. But yeah, that's all I've got for you, my pile 2. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, oh no, shit, I take that back. You still have to get some charms for your overall energy. Can I get a couple charms? One preferably for overall energy for my pile 2. Got a few charms. We got Knight in Shining Armor. I don't think it's somebody coming to save you. I think it's you taking up the sword yourself and saving yourself. It's you being brave and taking action and making things happen for yourself. I do feel like there are going to be a couple people that come into your life that are going to be, in some instances, there's something about somebody that makes you want to help them. You want to support this person and what it is that they're doing in their life. I don't necessarily think, I think it's I don't know, it's like they come into your life in a weird way, okay? It's not something that you're really expecting, but they do need support, and I feel like it's so easy for you to give this person your support, because there's something so human about this person that you just want to help them out. I do feel like you become this person's knight in shining armor, but in a way, this person is your knight in shining armor as well, as in the way that, they just kind of, bust in, and they change everything in your life, It's not, saving you from something. It's changing your life. I do feel like this is somebody that could be a love that is unlike anything you've ever experienced. I don't necessarily feel like it's a lover, per se, like a romantic partner. It could be. Really, take what resonates for you, but it feels more like a friendship, like a deep bonded friendship, always have your back kind of friendship. Maybe that's what it starts out to be, and then maybe it turns into lovers. I'm not sure. You take it as it resonates, but that's all I have for you, my pile 2. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. Either one works for me. I just want to know. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my pile 3. So, we may meet again. Goodbye. Okay, my pile 3. If you chose this piece of candy, this is your pile. Alright, so I took a moment because I wanted to kind of get a read on your reading. Get it? And here's the thing, like, there's quite a bit here. We're going to start off with the light things first. I feel like you've been a bit grumpy. I don't feel like you can really help it though. I feel like there's a situation or a scenario that you're not happy with. And it's just kind of made you a little grumpy about the situation. I feel like somebody is trying to invade your boundaries. And I feel like it's somebody that's jealous of you. They want to be you, or they like the life that you have. There's somebody around you that is very jealous of what you have. This is also somebody that could, and this is where it gets messy. I feel like it's somebody that is currently with somebody that, okay, so that scenario that you're grumpy about, I think, okay, so this is an example. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is what the situation is. You take it as it resonates. But it's like you're grumpy about somebody being in a relationship with another person. This is somebody that you feel like you should be with, okay? I don't necessarily think it's I don't feel like you feel like vengeance about it or like rude about it. I just feel like it's more like this person is your soulmate. You had a deep connection with this person, but they chose somebody else over you. You don't have control over that, so you're grumpy about it. You're irritated. You're a little annoyed about the situation. But the person that they chose over you is jealous of the situation that you are in, which is why I'm confused. But we're just going to keep going into it. I do feel like there are two people around you. They're very close friends or their family. I feel like they kind of follow you into situations or scenarios or in life, it's kind of like you're the alpha, actually, is kind of what I'm getting. You see the things that they're not seeing, okay? And it's like you're the realist and they're the dreamers. They're dreaming of the life that they want, and you're the one that's keeping your eyes open, being protecting them as they dream about what it is that they want. I do feel like you forget to take care of yourself at times. I feel like it could be little things, here and there. I do feel like you might need to have more water in your life. I also feel like it's, little things like cutting your toenails, getting your hair trimmed, things like that, Just, don't forget to take care of yourself in the little ways as well. So that scenario, I do feel like it does have to do with, a lover, because it does have Love is Strange was on the back of your deck. So I do feel like this is talking about your focus should be on a love scenario that could have been or may still happen in the future, but don't try to force it. Don't try to insert yourself in this scenario, including since realistically, even though I don't feel like you've done anything to I don't feel like you've done anything to insert yourself in this situation, which is a good thing. I feel like you took a step back. You're like, I'm just going to see what happens. I feel like you've been really calm about things, but I feel like there's a storm a brewing, right? And I feel like it's because this person is very jealous of what you have, right? Of everything that you have. Even though I do feel like there's a lot of similarities between the both of you, but I don't know, this is gonna sound odd, but I feel like you could have really long hair and this person has really short hair. but they might do something to make it look longer. Like they might have gotten extensions or something like that to make their hair seem longer. And I feel like this is like just spirit's way of trying to be like, hey, this is the person that's like, trying to copy you. They're trying to like, they're jealous of what you have, so they're going to imitate a lot of things that you have at the moment, and they might be exaggerating about things as well. I do feel like you have committed to yourself, that you're not going to, like, I feel like you're really starting to realize that you don't want to be a part of the crowd anymore. I feel like you want to be committed in what it is that you feel is right for you. You want to go forward even if you stand out. I do feel like it's asking you to have hope in a situation. Don't lose your hope. Especially since you've attracted wonderful news. It's coming into your life very soon. You're going to be hearing something that's going to change things. I do feel like you've been cleaning things up a lot in your life. Like you could literally be cleaning up the house a lot. But I do feel like it's talking about like cleaning up things in your future. Or things that could have been in your future if you allowed them to be. Like I feel like you might be burning some bridges. Like you might be letting some friendships go that no longer like hold any, thing for you. I feel like you're also really just taking a look around, around yourself. Like really taking pride in what is surrounding you. Do you feel like this person has tried to do something that you may not have realized? Like, I feel like they might, like, I don't know. It's like this person, I'm kind of getting, like pick me energy, honestly, even though they were picked. Like, I don't understand. It's just so confusing. But this person has, slutty tendencies. I do think they get around. I think that they might be cheating on the person that they're with, to be honest. Kind of getting a lot of cards that are saying that they're not, a completely honest person. They're not being truthful about something, keeping something bottled up. Just like you, actually. You're keeping something bottled up too, but it's not the same thing. Yours is your power. You have let yourself shrink because of this scenario, if that makes sense. It's like you've let yourself become this little tiny thing because you haven't been taking care of yourself. You haven't been doing the things that, make you feel good about yourself or that really show you the kind of person that you are. Like, I feel like you need to take time out for yourself instead of worrying about this situation. Like, I feel like you kind of let this eat you up a little bit. But I feel like you're really committing yourself to taking care of yourself, to really, really looking at situations for what they are instead of what you wish they would be. I feel like you're really rediscovering your individuality. You're really figuring out, who it is that you want to embody, like what it is that you want to embody in order to be the person that you want to be. Like, I feel like you have, you have all of this power, but it's never been an easy thing for you to, like, let out. Like, it's not something you usually show, I guess you could say. Which actually brings me into embodiments. Alright, we have Dragonfly, Magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. I feel like that's something you are doing. You are embracing your transformation. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of this scenario that that, like, you can't change. You're letting go of that and you're transforming into something that you were truly meant to be, You're transforming into somebody that is magical and vibrant. Somebody that's very abundant. Somebody that seems like they have a lot of secrets. We also have Peacock, Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and the more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Again, like, I feel like you really don't see how unique and beautiful you really are. Like, and I feel like that's why this person is so jealous of the things that you have, and the kind of person that you are. I feel like because you don't see it for who you really are, you don't see how beautiful you are, how inspiring you are to other people. And I feel like there is a lot of people that tend to be jealous of you because you are this kind of a person. I feel like you just need to, honestly, the best way to ignore somebody's jealousy is just to, like, smile through it, ignore it. It is what it is. You can't help it if somebody's jealous of what you have. You can just pray for them and hope that they heal so that they can, get what it is that they want themselves. Like, that's all you can really do in this scenario. I feel like you're very grateful for life and the things that are coming into your life. I feel like you're really starting to see things for what they really are. You're really starting to see yourself for how brilliant and beautiful that you are. Like, you're really starting to recognize that about yourself. We also have bison, abundance, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So I do feel like you need to be a lot more grateful in your life. You need to just pray a little bit more. I do feel like you do see the way that you are blessed. I just think you have a hard time moving forward. Like, I feel like you're looking for your mate, and that's what you're asking for, is for your mate to come to be. And I do feel like your mate is going to come around. I feel like things take time. We also have keeper of secrets, links. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you find your strength. I feel like you really do need, just to keep staying in your little alone time when you need it. Like, I do feel like you do see things that other people don't see. Even when they're trying to hide it, you see it. Because, like, you have a gift. Like, your gift is very strong. I also feel like you knew as soon as you met someone that this person was right for you, that this is the one for you, okay? Especially this person that was like, like that situation. Like, I feel like you knew that this person was the one for you. You just were kind of expecting it to happen, like, right then and there. Like, once you found out that this person was for you, it's like you kind of just expected that to fall into place. That's not how it happened. They chose somebody else, like, and I feel like that really kind of, like, stumped you. You're like, I wasn't expecting that. But it was supposed to happen this way. And I feel like you're really starting to see that like, everything is happening for a reason, I do feel like this person that is jealous of you, like, I feel like they feel like you can see things for what they, like, what they really are. And you can. And that's what makes this person nervous. They can see that you see them for what they are, what they really are. And it makes them nervous. Because they're afraid you're going to spill their beans, spill their secrets. But I feel like you're really starting to see things, fall into place, and how they're supposed to fall into place may not have been what you thought originally, but I feel like you're really starting to, like, understand, well, this is how it was really supposed to happen, for this to be, to come about. It's a wonderful idea, and aha moment is happening for you. I feel like this may be your aha moment. We also have powerful personal growth. I feel like realizing how things are supposed to be, this helps you it helps you grow in a way that is very much needed for you at the moment. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things that have kind of stopped you from coming together, and I feel like it's because you guys are at different spots, like, in your life, on your timeline. But I feel like you guys are actually coming a lot closer together on your timeline than you realize. And I do feel like that person that's jealous of you knows what's going on, knows what's supposed to happen, and they're not happy about it. Like, I feel like they're doing everything in their power to stop it. Like, for real. I feel like this person has somehow tried to, like, I feel like this person's trying to get readings on you, or, like, it's like they're trying to look more into your life to see what's going on so that they can try to sabotage you. But it's interesting because even though they're trying so hard to sabotage you, you're absolutely protected. Like, not only is your angels protecting you, but I feel like this person that they're with is also protecting you. You are safe and supported while you change your career, but I feel like it's more like it can be that. Like, I do feel like some of you could be changing your career, but I feel like it's also just letting you know that you are protected while you make the changes in your life that you need to make. We also have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. I do feel like you have a really deep connection with music, and I do feel like when you listen to music or like you're listening to music with others, like I feel like it's just a way for you to help like heal yourself and to help heal other people. Like if you're like one of those people that just jam out to music, it's like letting yourself be true, letting yourself speak out like your soul, and it's like really healing when you aren't afraid to show yourself for who you really are. We also have oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So you could be a tarot reader. I do feel like you have a gift for helping others, again, see things that they don't normally see, which, we did say quite a few times. So I do feel like you might actually, you could be a tarot reader, and I do feel like that's something you need to keep concentrating on, is reading tarot for others, because it helps people heal and it helps people see things that they were having a hard time seeing. As children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, or healing children. So I do feel like children are a big part of your life. It may not be the way that you have seemed like, or the way that you had thought. Like, I'm just kind of like seeing someone like, thinking that they would have children by now or something, but they don't have children, but they do have people like younger children, or they have children around them that they are around often. It's like spending time with them, but it's like, it's like these children came into your life in a way that was very unexpected, but it was needed for them, and like what you teach them and what they teach you is needed in that moment. If that makes sense. And we also have writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So I do feel like you have a gift with words, and like I feel like you need to write more. I feel like I see somebody laughing at like something that they could be writing, and it actually like it revibrates through like the universe. Like people will laugh as they read this. All right, let's get us some charms. Like one preferably for an overall energy for my pile of 3. We got a suitcase and a knight in shining armor. I feel like you could be moving. You're packing your shit up and you're leaving a certain situation, or you're leaving altogether. I do feel like you are taking the reins in your life. You are just moving forward, going, just like, I feel like you're forging your path. Like, that just keeps popping up in my head. So I do feel like you're just moving forward. You're like making things happen. Because, like, you're the only one that can make shit happen. Like, it's your life. You can't expect somebody to change it for you. You have to make it change. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're taking control of your life. You're taking the reins of your life. You're making things happen for yourself. Including if that means moving or moving on. Like, I'm getting, like, moving on from these charms, but I also feel like for some of you, it could be literally moving locations. Like, moving from one area to another. A great save on a house. A great loan. A loan that actually happens. Alright, let's not get too stuck on that. But that's what I have for you, my pile of 3. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. Either one works for me, but one of them would be nice. Otherwise, that's all I've got for you. So, maybe we meet again. Bye!